The longest distance between 2 points is a straight curve. Distance is measured by time. The moon and the sun reflecting time back down on us. Our stars are code. They're schematics. They're the schemes in the attic. Stars are schematics for our technology and constellations are hoax. We're told to look at the constellations and connect all of the stars with these lines that make these silly mythological characters myths, when really if we connect them differently, we get the schematics for technology. Schematic, schemes, and the attic. Stars are schematics for technology. Constellations are a hoax. The dictionary is a book of spells. We are being deafened. This place we live in is amazing. Stars give us all of the answers. Our distance is being hoaxed on us. They're close. Everything is close to us. Our sun. Our moon. Reflecting time back down on us. Time is measured by distance. Hey guys. So, I just wanted to talk a couple minutes about how brilliant they are at getting away with this hoax. They tell us that they put a car in space. None of this was affected by it. And it's fascinating to me that they can get away with pulling this off on so many people. I wonder why. Some of my thoughts on that are, that they use forms of hypnosis. They dangle time in front of us. Time is an illusion. Hypnosis, induction of a state of consciousness in which a person apparently loses the power of voluntary action and is highly responsive to suggestion or direction. So yeah, stage hypnosis. They, do it to masses. It's a comedic show. Yeah, it is. Because this is interesting. Here's another photo released recently. They said that this car that is in quote unquote outer space. Look at this, how this shape is. That's just off, dudes. But, yeah, I mean, you know, they're pulling this off, using magic on us. You know, the power of apparently influencing the course of events by using mysterious and supernatural forces. You know, they call it witchcraft, wizardry, they call it all this dark stuff. But magic is real. And it's one of the many things they're hiding from us. It's our ability to overcome the spells. You know, words are spells. And here, hang on a second. Right here, a magic spell. A magic spell. Words are spells, that's why they're called spellings. And they keep us in the days of the week. And, you know, I mean, that's how they're getting away with pulling this off. Saying that this vehicle that is meant for travel on Earth can survive the elements of space, and they get away with it. They get away with it. Recently, they released a couple of articles where they said that it's going past Mars. Here's another one. Going past Mars. And here's a picture of NASA's Mars and my Mars. I took this picture with a P900. So, you know, Mars is not a landable structure. It's nothing we're ever going to go to. Here's some video footage I took of it. It's an electrical inside of plasma and water thing projecting back down at us. So cool. So yeah. You know, they hoax us with so many things. And, you know, if we can do our own magic to ourselves so that we can overcome the spells and get out of the daze. Get out of the daze. So when we see things like this, if we're not in a daze, we can see that this is not real. You know, I mean, they're good at what they do. And, you know, yeah. All right, guys. Just wanted to show this raindrop that landed on my phone screen. And if you notice, the colors fluctuating through it. And that reminds me of the videos I take of the stars and their color fluctuation, their frequency fluctuation. So I just thought that was really cool. You know, and they're up there and it's some sort of plasma screen. That's pretty trippy, the what's going on there with all those. Wow, look at that. Whoa. That's pretty cool. And my drop's gone, but yeah. You know, when I saw that on there, I was like, oh, that's cool. I gotta find a white screen. So I Googled white screen, and there's actually white screen for 10 hours. That's weird too. Anyway, yeah, I mean, those stars, you know, the movements up there. Back how they change color, that drop reminded me of that. You know, and they use these. See all those hexagons on there? That's from a computer monitor. That's how you get this hexagon in these stars, which are, I think, just diamonds. I'll show you guys this while I'm at it. Plug this out, sorry. So I spray painted this record. Just splattered it a little bit. And that's our stars. And that's them moving. And each night they're a little different, and that's the different track. So every night the stars sing us a different song. And I think the stars are what give us our music. You know, a lot of these record players, and this is where they got the idea for this, from the stars and how it all works. But these tips are, the really good ones are diamond tipped. And, you know, these stars are most likely diamond. And that's how it all kind of works. And I think that's where we got our music. That's where we get those tones and frequencies for music. And the stars making frequencies and changing every night a little bit, different track. And it's like what song was playing when you were born, you know, what frequency was playing when you were born. That's your frequency, that's your sign. They just, you know, misdirect us with telling us we're a Taurus or blah blah blah. And it's all about frequency, what vibration you're in. So anyway, yeah, cool. Just a little bit about the stars. So you guys want to see some crazy fakery? This is a DVD that I had from a while ago, narrated by Tom Cruise. And it's like early 90s space station fakery. And it's just so bad. It's so obvious. Let's go forward a little bit. Yeah, it's pretty ridiculous, guys.
What an incredible sight.
Yeah.
A Hollywood special effect, you're thinking? But no, it's for real.
Hear that? He says a Hollywood special effect, you're thinking? But no, it's real.
It's the International Space Station. 250 miles above us right now. It's being built by just a few dozen astronauts.
Who's taking the picture?
If you'll come along with me,
Look at this animation.
Find out how these extraordinary people do it.
Okay, Chris, I'm just going to head on back to the Palo Bay here.
Roger, I see you.
What a beautiful view on the port side there.
Yeah, it's spectacular.
Dude, it's like watching a comedy. I'm just gonna fast forward a little bit here. This is animation. And, you know, it's like, why? Why make any animation at all? Just shoot real footage. Look at this.
Looks good, I concur.
They show you how they're faking it.
Clear below. For you and me, the virtual reality lab at the Johnson Space Center might be the ultimate video game.
Cheated death again. We're back on. I concur.
But if you're Scott Parazynski and Chris Hadfield, it's where you learn how to escape from your worst nightmare. They're a construction team, one of many that will fly a whole series of missions to assemble the station in orbit.
So, yeah, basically they're just showing you there, right there, exactly how they fake everything. Oh, yeah, whoa. This is good. So I gotta rewind this, hang on. This is so CGI. Watch.
£1 million. You don't want to be anywhere close by when they light that fuse.
Look at that. Oh, the crack blast for dramatics. Look at that. It's so fake. It's so fake. Anyway, I want to get this.
Proton is an expendable rocket. After delivering Zarya to orbit, it'll fall back to Earth into a safe zone.
A safe zone.
Other station parts will be hauled up by a fleet of ships of a very different design.
Remember, we have Zarya firmly attached to the orbiter. We're halfway home for this.
It was a big moment for the crew, especially astronaut Nancy Curry, who operated the arm. She sure didn't want to miss.
That was the longest 15 minutes of my entire life.
Okay, back to the procedure.
Alright, I want to get to some of the footage inside of these guys. Look, here's some more
Models of the station.
showing you
Before it's finally finished,
other ways that they
these
fake it.
crews will have made 160 spacewalks. That's 2.5 times all the previous spacewalks ever done.
Bubbles in
Critics
space!
say the risk is too high.
Yeah, so it's great. Oh, here we go.
It's the pilot. We're in orbit.
Look at Earth.
150 miles out. The station is 40.
Notice how that's curved?
That's Africa going by behind.
These?
We're getting ready to.
That's from that fisheye lens.
Our crew's going to hook up the basics: wiring, plumbing.
Yeah, all this stuff's faked. I mean, and I'm just showing you. And look, oh, here we go. Look at
That
him.
was the start of my longing for space flight. but I thought that kind of thing was beyond my reach, something that was at that time impossible to achieve or to do as a Japanese.
Koichi's installing the heart of the station's system.
Look at that fisheye lens.
It's called the Z1.
I'm not gonna play the whole video. There's a little more footage. Here we go.
In their suits, they can survive up to 8 hours in temperatures of plus to minus 250 degrees. In conditions like that, you gotta keep your sense of humor. These guys are huge fans of Austin Powers. The commander gives Leroy and Billy Mack their send-off in the airlock before they move outside. The second team, Jeff Weissoff and Mike Lopez Alegria, known as LA, seal off the inside hatch behind them.
So that right there, they're doing one of those drops in an airplane. You can hear it in the background. Yeah, so they fake it underwater. Yeah, they fake it.
Number one task
CGI.
is to deploy the next piece. The crew will launch to station aboard a Soyuz rocket, the workhorse of the Russian space program.
Yeah, and then it goes into the Russian fakery. That's just a bunch of CGI too.
Several hundred people right at the base of the rocket, which for an American launch would be very unusual.
So anyway, yeah, I just wanted to show you guys this because I thought it was pretty funny.
To open everything up for the first time, then get it all working.
This is funny.
2 days in the capsule with your knees in your chin, you get a few other priorities. A Soyuz pilot like yours.
Just spray water all over the space station.
More than a year and a half in space, and a Navy SEAL for a commander, and you've got the right stuff for the job.
See what they do is, like all these wires, they're just rigid. So they look like they're always suspended or floating around. They're just, like rigid. They're, like those, I don't know what word I'm trying to think of. But yeah, they're like kind of like, bendable, but they're not just like wires that would hang,
After we got the node open, it started to seem like it.
We have to exercise every day to stay fit.
Oh, they show you how they do that?
You feel difference in the muscles. When we did this exercise near the window, every time we turn pedal, we fly several kilometers. It's more impressive to say. I ran the bike from Paris to China. Probably the nicest thing in sleep compartment is a window. From space, you don't see any borders. You really don't see where United States ends and then Mexico starts. You feel yourself part of humankind, not just man from one country, one city.
Of course, on Earth, we take things like air and water for granted. But here, the supply is limited. You can't survive without it, so you have to recycle it continuously. You need a degree.
Oh yeah, talking to the kids, fooling all them. It's horrible. Cutting hair. I mean, really? That space station, if it were real, and it's not, it would be the most disgusting, filthy, gross place to ever be in. This little area with all these humans in it, and you know, human skin and hair and farts and you know, I mean, it would be disgusting. It'd be filthy. It'd be filthy. It would have to be cleaned 3 or 4 times a day, non-stop. All those instruments to keep working, and it's just it's so ridiculous. And when you really just stop to think about how ridiculous it is, it just doesn't make sense.
Hey guys, come on in. Atlantis is here with a long-awaited laboratory. Like kids in a candy store, your shuttle crew gleefully explores the station for the first time.
Hey,
See how they like to wave? See, they wave. That's to distract you. Pay attention to us.
In honor of the occasion, they wear very special socks.
Broadcasting from Destiny. Copy, a great first moment here. And the lab looks and feels and smells great. And looks like all the hard work has really paid off. It's a beautiful piece of hardware.
A lot of these flights are transfer flights, and so we're transferring the...
Yeah, that's all done in a plane.
Name is Cat.
But friends and family on the ground. And you knew there were things going on that you'd certainly like to be a part of and you were missing.
Oh, okay. Nighty-night, you fakers.
The longest distance between 2 points is a straight curve. Distance is measured by time. The moon and the sun reflecting time back down on us. Our stars are code. They're schematics. They're the schemes in the attic. Stars are schematics for our technology and constellations are hoax. We're told to look at the constellations and connect all of the stars with these lines that make these silly mythological characters myths, when really if we connect them differently, we get the schematics for technology. Schematic, schemes, and the attic. Stars are schematics for technology. Constellations are a hoax. The dictionary is a book of spells. We are being deafened. This place we live in is amazing. Stars give us all of the answers. Our distance is being hoaxed on us. They're close. Everything is close to us. Our sun. Our moon. Reflecting time back down on us. Time is measured by distance.